100. Do it to us, baby.
Through the lights, cameras in action, glamour glitters and gold. I unfold the scroll, plant seeds to stampede the glow when I'm deceased. But in the beast, to rise like yeast, to conquer peace, leaving savages to roam in the streets, live on the run. Police paying me to give him my gun, trick my wisdom with the system.
This is Ray with Hiphop and Hookah. We got Malcolm here, exquisite photographer right here, so we can kind of go into a little bit, let us know what he got in store for us. So tell us about, kind of what you do.
All right, well first I'm also a street photographer and whatnot and around Jacksonville, based out of Jacksonville. I do freelance work with a lot of brands, nationwide, whoever they'll call me. And I do a lot of work with Instagram, but I do all mediums, but street photography is my bread and butter.
Street photography. Okay, so break down, I guess, what is the difference between street photography and any other type of regular photography?
Street photography mainly is just how it is, photography on the street. It depends on how you want to define it. For myself, I would say the way I shoot street photography is the hoods and going into the real neighborhoods, find out the real stories and capture those stories that people don't want to talk about, that they need to talk about and bring them light. Like they hear about it on the news, but what are these people really doing around there? And bring light to that. So it's kind of like it's a form of photojournalism in a sense. You can be artistic with it, but I kind of use it more so in a slight photojournalism approach.
Okay, how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing photography probably about 7 to 8 years now. I started when I was about 15, 16. Started off with a cell phone, the LG Shine, the old little mirror joints, you know what I'm saying?
Camera picture.
Before the selfie came out, you had the mirror joint, you just look at yourself and get freshed up. And I started with the cell phone, I moved up. And then when Instagram came around, I ended up finding myself going back to my camera phone.
Oh, so is that mainly where you take your pictures from with a camera phone?
I do that, like majority from this gallery here is 50% iPhone. And people can't even tell the difference.
Okay.
And I do a lot of my stuff. My Instagram is all iPhone as well. A lot of people ask me about that. Yeah.
So do you even use a full kind of camera? Or
Yeah, I do. I shoot all digital. I shoot film. I shoot everything. But as far as on the go, quick stuff, the iPhone, it rides for you.
I heard you got kind of a nice little following or something going on in your social media. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yeah. When I was starting to take Instagram more seriously and my photography stuff and learning about the iPhone photography and whatnot, I started looking up a lot of photographers in Jacksonville to see how the Instagram community was here, and they took me in with open arms, and we started going out. And what we would do is, like every Sunday, we would go do sunrise, like at the beach downtown. We just pick a place and we just meet up, we just shoot. And at first, I thought it was stupid because everybody had the same pictures. But then when I went back that next day and seen the shots, I'm like, we all was at the same place. We all got different shots and perspectives. So it just kept building, and we started getting a little buzz around town on I Just Jacks and whatnot. And the name of the group is That Jacks Crew. And it's not really like you gotta be initiated or getting hazed into that kind of nonsense. But it's just we just happen to be clicked up like that. And even without photography, we're still good friends and we look out for each other and whatnot. A lot of them came on this weekend to the pop-up show.
How many people is it?
On there, probably about 10. I'd say about 10. And counting, like I said, it's not really, it's on set day. No, you gotta pay no membership fees. Oh, nigga, you paid last week, you can't come. No, it's none of that. But it's just the crew that just having to stuck close and just always kept in touch with each other.
How can people find out about that? Like, can they see the pictures? How can they get in touch with you and stuff like that?
One of the main hashtags right now is called the Community Sunrise. Hashtag the Community Sunrise, and you can go through there, and that pretty much show you what's going on and wherever we are that day and who was there, and see different perspectives from the photographers with us. Or you can even go to That Jacks Crew, or like I said, just go to the hashtag, or you can go to the hashtag # That Jacks Crew, and it's right there.
So hashtag That Jacks Crew.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have the Bang'em Boys pop-up, art gallery here at Icons Boutique. Can you tell me a little bit about that, how it got started and whatnot?
Originally, actually dates back about a year ago. I went down to Miami Art Basel and just went down there for networking to see it for myself. And I ran into some guys that had heard about my work, and they said, "Hey, you want to be in an exhibit next year?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" So fast forward to first week in December, I had my first exhibit with Atlanta rap photographer Cam Kirk. Any picture of Young Thug and Gucci Mane, or any rapper in Atlanta, he's the guy that takes it. So me and him had a pop-up shop in Miami, and that went very well and whatnot. And I wanted to make sure my city got to see this story, because it's about them and about the soccer town I grew up in and whatnot. And I wanted to show them. And originally I was going to do it try to get it for the Rich Theater in 2015, but it just didn't apply back in time and whatnot. And I really wasn't trying to push it for 2014 to get another one done. But knowing the fam at Icon, you know, he said, hey man, hey, you know what I'm saying, you want to do some work? I'm like, yeah. So I decided to go ahead and do a whole weekend of this and showcase it for the city can see. And I also did some of my Instagram work. I also had going for a discounted price as well.
Okay.
It's your boy Maljax, bang, bang, bang. You can follow me on Instagram at Maljax, MALCJAX. You can follow me on Tumblr, just look up Maljax, the same as that way I spelled the Instagram and the Twitter. All the same word. You can ask me for my email for about prints or any other projects you may have. Thank you for giving me the money, because I gotta pay bills. Appreciate the love. Hip Hop and Hookah.